I have been answering few questions which I have received from many of you, and these questions are definitely clarifying many of the deeper aspects and also helping us for healing and manifestation. So let's look at a very fascinating question that is coming. What are the Pancha Koshas? How are they associated with the chakras? And how they are also applied in CHQM process. So let me tell you, CHQM is a modality of healing based on the ancient wisdom, primarily based on the chakras, the energy centers, known as cosmic healing and quantum manifestation. And through this modality, hundreds and thousands of people are getting healed, manifesting their aspirations. And if you want to know more on this modality CHQM, you can just get to the description and click on the link to join our free masterclass. My name is Sandeep Dash, and I've been taking people through a journey of transformation. These CHQM modality has been helping many people, which is based on ancient wisdom. And also in this channel, I'm bringing in some of the ancient understanding of our reality. And we are blessed to have those wonderful texts and ancient wisdom with us to appreciate the reality from a very high level of standpoint, from higher level of consciousness, you can say. So let's look at this question, which says, what are the Pancha Koshas and how they are associated with the chakras, and CHQM, how they are applied. Now, Pancha Kosha is a concept, or is a construct, I would say, based on the Taittiriya Upanishad. Upanishads are part of the Vedas. Taittiriya Upanishad is associated with Yajurveda, wherein they talk about the Pancha Koshas, 5 sheaths. Kosha means covering, layers or sheaths. Now, these Pancha Koshas will understand, and the essential aspect of the Pancha Koshas is to discover our true reality. In the Vedas, in that specific Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, it's been given elaborately. It's a very sophisticated elaboration of our existence, and with this process we can discover our true reality. We can move towards that. Now, there is a logic, a fundamental around which it operates when we come to the process. And this fundamental, the foundation, the fundamental concept around which this very practice is operated is, I am the experiencer of things, and everything else is experienced, an object in my experience. For example, let's say this microphone, this is an object, I'm experiencing it by touching it, by looking at it, by maybe touching, hitting, getting some sound. So the experience of this object is by me. So I am not this, I am separate from this. And this concept of the experiencer and the experienced object, that analogy is taken further to understand our true nature. So now let's look at the Pancha Kosha. What are these Pancha Koshas? 5 layers. The Pancha Koshas are the Annamaya Kosha. Annamaya literally means food kosha, food sheath, food layer. Now they say the body is nothing other than food. There is something from which we have come, around which food has been rearranged, and we have become what we are. From nothing, with this food, with this input, the body has been created. Imagine we are taking food and they are getting converted to cells of the body, to organs of the body, to tissues in the body. So this miraculous system is there. So there is a system which is converting this, and this body is formed. So this body is a layer known as the Annamaya Kosha, the physical sheath. Annamaya Kosha. Now, how we prove that this is a kosha? This is a layer. So what is the approach? The approach is, if you are experiencing it, this is an object. I experienced this microphone, this is an object. I experienced this camera in front of me, an object. Because I am the experiencer, the conscious experiencer, experiencing that. Now, do I experience my physical body? The Annamaya Kosha, physical body. If I experience it, then certainly this is an object in my experience. I say, I am the experiencer, this is an object, so I am not this. We all can do this. We all can just take our attention to the body, and we all experience our body. We see our body, we touch our body, we smell our body. So with our senses, with our internal perceptions, interoceptions, we understand, we realize we have a body. The internal perception If you are familiar with the neuroscience, cognitive neuroscientists are there, they would say that there's certain part in the brain which gives us sense that I am existing. Like there is a part called insula. You can call it the inner GPS. As GPS maps different parts, insula can give us a sense. We can take our attention to different parts. The insula gives us a sense, give the brain a sense that the body is part. Similarly, there is somatosensory cortex, which can give us a sense of touch and feel, and from inside also. The basal ganglia, there is another part in the brain which gives us a sense of our internal existence. So in essence, I experience my body, and that's why this is not what I am. The very logic they say, this is not what I am. Look at the sophistication of exploration. In the modern times also in science, when we do research, we say the null hypothesis which we are rejecting to accept the other part. So we are eliminating what I am not here. So here I am eliminating what I am not. So body is not what I am, so I am eliminating that. Or I say, this is Annamaya Kosha, is a covering of me, not me. Neti, neti, yeah, that's a very famous term coming from the Vijnanamaya Upanishad. So neti, neti, not this. This body is not what I am. So I go deeper to the next layer. The next layer is known as the Pranamaya Kosha. The Pranamaya, essentially the life force which is flowing. And look at this. Why we take Pranamaya? Because with our sensory inputs, with different aspects of internal sensation, we realize I have a body. So the Pranamaya Kosha, the flow of breath, I breathe and my body expands and contracts. These aspects give me a sense that I have a body. So in a way, is that what I am? Let's look at that. Do I recognize, do I feel, do I see my breath flowing? Do I feel the inner sensation, any pain, any discomfort, any comfort, any calmness, coolness, temperature in the body? Do I see that? Can I feel that? If I do, then I'm observing it. Look from another perspective. All of us at certain level, at least human beings, we know that the prana is there inside me. The flow of the life force is there. That's why I'm alive. All of us, we know in our mind that I am a living being, I am alive. So in a way, I observe my Pranamaya Kosha. I can observe my breath. I even can know that I am now alive. So if that's so, they say then even I'm not the Pranamaya Kosha, neti, neti, not this, not this. So the experiencer is what I am. Who is the experiencer here? My mind. It's known as the Manomaya Kosha. All the inputs from there, from the sense organs, from my internal systems is comprehended. I'm perceiving things, comprehending them. The comprehension is happening in my mind and I realize the prana is flowing. I observe with my attention, with my intention to observe, with my past understanding, memories, thoughts, emotions, which are constituent of the mind, the Manomaya Kosha. So now we have eliminated the first one, Annamaya, Pranamaya. So they are layers. We say they are layers, they are not what I am. Kosha is layer. Now coming to the Manomaya Kosha, is that what I am? Because that is what is observing, perceiving. But is that something inside us which can even observe the mind? Is there a faculty which can observe? And even modern science would say yes, and ancient seers and sages and yogis, they knew yes. There is a faculty which can observe even the mind, the introspection. We can observe the mind. What am I thinking? We all can try that. What is the feeling that I am getting right now? Sad, happy, excited, or lazy? Whatever is happening in my mind in terms of my emotion, in terms of my thought, what am I thinking right now? Where is my intention or attention? All of that we can observe, and that faculty, modern terms in psychology and cognitive science, they would term it as meta-cognition or meta-cognitive awareness. A specific part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, especially the orbitofrontal cortex and some of the ventromedial part, they can observe the mind. And that observation, if it is happening, then I'm not the mind. If I can observe my thought, then definitely I'm experiencing the mind. Mind becomes an object in my experience. And that's a kosha, sheath. But what is it that is observing it? It's known as the Vijnanamaya Kosha or in cognitive science or psychology, metacognition, meta-awareness. So that part which can even observe the mind, we can see it as a moment-to-moment awareness. And this has multiple powers: intuition, connection to the higher selves. Sometimes many of the extraordinary discoveries they have happened because of this faculty, the Vijnanamaya Kosha, Vijnana. Yeah, we all appreciate Vijnana, science, some kind of new exploration beyond our experience. So in a way, beyond the mind, I would say. So is that what I am? Our aspect of intellect, our aspect of that consciousness which can observe in the mind, is that what I am? And then they say, not even that. Because there are certain conditions where I do not have that moment-to-moment awareness in the wakeful state, still I exist and there is some kind of awareness. When we are in deep sleep and we wake up, the moment we are coming out of the deep sleep, suddenly we realize for a moment that consciousness is coming, that momentary consciousness, moment-to-moment continual consciousness of wakeful state, as if it is emerging from that state of blankness. And that blankness, that silence, is known as the Anandamaya Kosha. When we get to deep sleep, or it's actually experienced by the yogis when they are into a state called samadhi, absolute state of blankness, a state of zero, a state of nullness, where they say when we get to that state of ananda, bliss, we also experience the infinitude. In that state of zero, you experience the infinite. So essentially, even that's a kosha. They say the Anandamaya Kosha, which we do not directly experience, but intuitively we stay in that state of blankness. And with practice we get there, and even that is illuminated by the supreme conscious energy, or rather supreme conscious light. So they say that is what you are, as per the ancient wisdom of the Upanishads. That is what you are, and you are layered, you are covering up the real you through these koshas. What are they again, quickly? It is the Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. So essentially, when we come to the CHQM process, how significant is this? Because this is one of the foundational practices that we do when we get to the healing and manifestation. The reason being, in our healing and manifestation journey, very important area is our connect, to get to that state of being. We say it is more to do with the state of being rather than even the process, rather than even the frequency that we do healing or manifestation. If you are in that state of absoluteness, we say in the state of cosmic communion, then you can communicate, and manifestation and healing, they happen spontaneously and seamlessly. So I trust this explanation of the Pancha Koshas would have given you some kind of food for thought to explore, and also to try out yourself with the process that we have just gone through in this video. So if you love this and you want more of this, you are enjoying this, please do subscribe to the channel, and we'll come up with such more contents which can give us some insights about our nuggets of golds, I would say, of the past. The blessings of our yogis, of our seers and sages of the past. Have a great time. Look forward to see you again in the next video.